Don't move that mouse. You're watching Leviathan Plays. Okay guys, today in this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this to transport villagers up to what will soon be a villager farm. Now what a villager farm is you basically send 2 villagers up there and they can reproduce. You put crops up there, and you have to make sure they're the farmer villagers. Now I'll show you what I mean here in a second. These villager farmers right here, you want to make sure that they're these guys right here. Now obviously you can see my villager farm is not set up yet, but I just wanted to make sure they had 2 beds and 2 composters to make sure they're farmers. But if you want to see how to actually make the village farm, check out my next video, which is how to make a villager farm. My design, I've obviously searched up how to make a villager spawner, but my design is a little bit different than some other ones, and I'll show you how. So I'll actually build it right here. Seems like a nice open spot. I've got this cobblestone, and what you want to do is build up with it. And let me grab some water before I go so that I can get down without dying. You're going to eventually want 4 buckets, but actually I will grab 4 buckets. I was going to say due to inventory space you can grab less, which you can, but I have enough and it's not like I'm going to be grabbing anything. So here I go to build the column up. You're going to want to make it kind of I'll show you the shape. So you're going to make it like kind of like you're making infinite water source, but it's not going to be an infinite water source. So you want it to be 64 blocks at least away from any sort of like civilization or any other villager. So what I'll do is I'll build up 70. So from here I'll just build up 64, and then I will build up a couple more, 5 more actually, because I already had a block down. So I'll build up 5 more blocks after I use this stack, and then I'm gonna go back down and do this for each side of the column, and I'll show you how I'll do this. So when I get to this top right here, I'm obviously gonna switch. Use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Crouch, go over to the side, and use this bucket of water. Make sure you don't place it on top or it'll create a mess. And it kind of does create a mess anyway. It's going to be spilling over the sides a little, I think. Yeah, it definitely will. But this is kind of like a temporary part. I actually think I put it on like the wrong side of where I was supposed to. Yeah, so it's not supposed to spill out like that if you place it right, I think. Or maybe how I build it right there. Yeah, there's not really a way I could have placed it. But so now you're going to want to build up the same height for this side. And this, remember, this isn't any part of the actual spawner yet. This is transporting your villagers up there. And so I'm going up, and when you get up there, you'll know that you're at 70. Because you don't have to really pay attention or count anymore, because your 1 pillar is already at 70, so as long as any of the other ones are that high, you know you're high enough. So here we go. I think I'm approaching the top here in a second. Maybe I kind of underestimated. Nope, there we go. And you kind of can drop out like this. It's not the safest thing to do, but there you go. And then just keep doing this until you have a good pillar of just cobblestone. So I'll cut to that. Alright, so I actually did run out of materials, and for reasons I could not tell you, this one thing of water came out, which shouldn't even have happened, but it still works with this front open like this. So now what you want to do is put fence gates to block off the water. And you only need 2, but I'm going to put 4 just like so, and you can walk straight through them if you go. So you can see I've put soul sand in there already, and it works fine, but what I want to do is after these villagers are taken up there, I'm going to actually get rid of that, of these 2 in the front, these 2 soul sand blocks in the front. So when I go up, I can come back down the water just by going on the front side. And also you will probably have problems with this and the water freezing up at the top, so just put down plenty of torches near the water source. And this obviously only goes if you're in a snow biome like me. But after you get up here, you definitely will not want your villagers escaping. So when you do this, just kind of put stuff around it like I am, and then you'll want to build up 2 blocks around this little area so that they can't escape without you doing it manually by like cutting down blocks and stuff. So that ice block hasn't melted yet, but it will in just a minute. And I know it's kind of a jumble of items or blocks right now, but I actually misjudged how many materials I would need for this and didn't bring enough. So make sure if you're coming here and doing this stuff, you bring a lot of materials. I'm actually going to use gravel right here because that's like the next most abundant material I have. But just make sure you can avoid this if you just bring enough materials, but I obviously didn't. And my house is a little ways from this village, so I'm not going back to it. Now I could obviously save material if I didn't put in those corners, but I'm just going to for now. This I'm probably going to end up having to change, but as long as I can get the villagers up here and then kind of cut it off, it'll be fine. So for some reason this ice block has not yet been broken. So let me see if, I think if I put one right on top, I should be able to get it. So let me try to swim down. I don't even think that works. Okay, here we go. See if I go to the side here, I can drop down. So I guess this pillar of water isn't too bad. And here's where it gets kind of tricky. You have to find a villager that has not yet had a job. So this one's an armor. This one is an armor also. This one does not have a job. When I click on him, nothing happens. So you'll want to get him to somehow get up here. If you can push him up, that's great. But as you can see, I can't do anything with him so far. So I have 6 blocks of wood, which is perfect to build stairs. So I'm going to build this around here, like so, and I should be able to push him up there. Now where'd he go? There he is. Now I'm actually lucky this guy's staying so close, but a lot of the times they would not. So you might have to push them from a little ways. If you can figure out how to set up a minecart up to here, that would be even more preferred. But look at, now he's coming up. He better not fall out the front. Doesn't look like he will. And he's up there now. So we went through a cloud. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Well, I just probably screwed it up. And I killed a villager, so that is not good. What I might have to do from here is actually... So here's another... No, that's an armor. A trader. So I actually might have just screwed it up. Because I thought... Yeah, there were 2. No, that's an armor. I definitely should not have made the front open like that. Armor, dang it. Okay, so the reason these guys are armors is because of this smelter in here. So if I get rid of that, I can use these 2 villagers here and breed them. So I got rid of this, and if I somehow get these guys back over there, they might go check it out. But I kind of got rid of that one guy, and that definitely was not meant to happen. Yeah, that was not a good thing on my part. So I will actually have to come back with enough materials and then see what I can do. Okay, after fixing my mistake, it's time to get one of these villagers up to the top. Like I said before, the best way to do this is probably with the minecart, so you can get them right up to the edge and then push them, because as you can see, this doesn't work the best way. And also another complication is changing a villager's profession. Aw, come on, now just get out of the hole. There we go. So villagers, they obviously they have different professions. When you put them by like a composter, they become farmers. When you put them by a smithing table, they become not smithing table. When you put them by the smelter thing, they become the blacksmith or armor. And you can see this one just wants to follow right along down here. It's kind of annoying, but when I get him pushed up there, I'll come back. So I figured the best way of doing this was actually to put 2 beds by the... We'll break all the beds in the village and then put 2 beds right by the point of water, so you can get them right by there, push them into it, and they're going up there. Now I can do it with this guy too, and I already put 2 beds up there. As you can see, this guy is not cooperating, so all I have to do is uh-oh, he's running around. Hope that he notices that this is a bed over here. Come on. Come on, you see the bed? Come over to it. Oh, okay, so he went up there. So now they're going to be both up there, and I put a bed and 1 compost up there. So hopefully one of them will change what they are. Oh yeah, one already became a farm. Perfect. Okay, yeah, because the blacksmith table's gone. So this guy is obviously being annoying. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe if I update the bed. There we go. I'll just go sleeping. He's obviously making a lot of noise. So what I can do to get out of here is go up here. I'll make sure they can't get out. And that's how you basically transport your villagers up here. Now in the next episode I will show you how to actually make a villager farm. So yeah, basically after this I go down, put water down just like this. I can scoop it right back up and put it right in here. So that frees up the space for me. I can go up like this. Gosh, he's being annoying. I can go up just like this. Oops. Not what I want. Oh my gosh, hush. So loud. Okay, yeah, I can go up just like this and find where I put that water. Right there. Break this. And, oh my gosh, I fell back in. There we go, yeah, go to sleep. Okay, now I can drop down right here. And as you can see, the water's all the way down here, so I can just do that. Now I should be good to sleep. And in the morning, it should be all good. And, oops. And so, you can see now that there's villagers up there. One already switched his job over. Let me grab actually some wood from right over here. Creeper exploded. But let me grab some of this wood real quick so I can build another composter. And it's really actually that if I had just had the front open like I did before, that wouldn't have been too hard. It's really not a bad way of doing it. If you have a better way, or a way you think is better, probably just do that. But I really think this is a solid way to do it. But now I can make a composter. Where are the oak slabs? Am I looking in the wrong place? Probably. No, I shouldn't be. How come I can't? Oak wood slabs. Okay. Can you only make oak wood? Okay, never mind. Spruce. Now I should be able to make a composter, which is right in here somewhere. Did I pass it? No, I did not. Now where the heck is the composter? A barrel? No. Oh yeah, duh, it's in the buckets. Okay, now you can go up here. And I actually right now will break... Let's see. I am going to break these two soul sand right here, so I have a way to get up and down. Oops. There we go. So now, when I go in, it's the back part that takes me up. Oops. So I can go in, and then I can go down this way. So I'm going to go up here, put a composter down, and then see how that works. Right here, okay. Oop. Oh, I can't pick that up, well that'll be annoying. Put the composter down, and then I'll be able to pick up that soul sand. Yeah, there we go. Okay, like I said, in the next video I will show you how to make a villager farm.